Yeah, for sure. And I think third-party tournaments are a great thing to mention. People continually bash the DPC season that is way too long, and then it doesn't give too much chances for third-party tournaments. Lands maybe, but it does give a chance for third-party tournaments that are going to be bringing in the tier 2 teams that are eager to compete. And I think that is a big deal in kind of evolving the scene as a whole. In my mind, the DPC has been a massive success,
Yeah.
to be honest, because I'm looking at the development of the teams. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak from the place of tournament organizers, how much money is being made and stuff like that. I don't know. But just when it comes to the quality of Dota, it has increased to levels. I would say 5 years ago, a tier 2 or a tier 3 team. People call these teams tier 3 that are like 15th in their own region. On strength. They call them tier 3. You could never imagine a tier 3 team playing such good Dota, and we are just seeing amazing Dota. But enough about that, and we can go and focus a little bit on the draft. We have a lot of interesting things here, and X3, they finally do go for the Enigma, so now I have no idea what Sugarat is going to be playing, because he likes the Viper, he likes the Enigma as well. I'm gonna assume he wants the Enigma, because they picked it now once they saw the Razor. But Viper isn't that bad against the Razor, I would say, in the lane. Once you get to level 3, even if he takes your damage, you're going to be doing a ton of it with just the poison attack.
Yeah, Viper, one of those classic counters to the Razor, and I am interested to see where they want to line up with this team already, because the Viper and the Enigma, we usually do see them in the off lane, but playing those position 4 roles. So I wonder if it is going to be maybe the... Do you want to go for the Viper 3, the Enigma 4 here? Or is it going to be the other way around? Because I assume...
Viper 5, Enigma 3, Dawnbreaker 4.
Yeah.
I think that is the most obvious one to think about, considering that there's going to be a Lycan on the other lane, plus the Monkey King. Viper plus the Monkey can destroy him. On the other hand, though, it could be a Dawnbreaker 1 and the Viper 5 as well, which would deal with the Lycan pretty well, and Monkey King is pretty good with the Enigma. They can go at it in various ways. I'd like to touch upon your statement about the Viper being the Razor counter. This is a very hard matchup to predict sometimes, because Razor used to be the Viper counter. Then they increased the damage on the poison attack, made Viper this very annoying killer when it comes to magical damage. But then again, if the Razor takes away all of your damage, it is kind of hard, especially in a long lane like the safe lane if the Razor is there. So it is a pretty hard matchup to predict. So if I was X3, I would probably get this Viper away. Put him on position 5. On there, he's gonna have a pretty solid time. And now with the Snapfire, we don't know if it's gonna be a Winter Wyvern core or a Snapfire core, but I have to say I like either one.
Maybe it's a Marcy core. Mid Marcy, you're not up for it? You're not feeling that? No, nothing.
I mean, I'm a big fan of X3. I've liked how they improved. So yeah, if you're asking me, do I want Hydra to play mid Marcy and just give the game to X3, I'm all for it. But I'd rather have closed Dota, and not play favorites here if that's okay.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. Yeah, we have seen a lot of, I'd say an increase in the core Winter Wyvern playing that mid lane. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's going to be either one, really. So I'm interested to see how they are going to play this and what X3, how do you think this lineup's going to go on the side of Hydra? That might reflect on who they pick here on this last pickup. With 40 seconds left into this, what do you think? Is there anything that fits this lineup here for X3? You think that completes? Do they need a building hitter, or is it more lockdown oriented that you'd like to see? What is it that X3 need to go for here?
You can go different routes. I'd skip the fat guy in front route, and I'd go for for magical damage. Yeah, I was thinking maybe something like a Queen of Pain, because the Razor hates playing against the Queen of Pain, not only in lane but in the game as well. But the Void Spirit is much more popular in the meta right now. The hero is much stronger. People have gotten better with him. They understand the timings. They know that they need like level 7, 8. That they shouldn't just be super aggressive at level 6. Plus, you want to get into the back lines and catch the Winter Wyvern. It will be a core Winter Wyvern, so I think Void Spirit is definitely the right choice here with with Sugar taking the Enigma, we are gonna be seeing a position 5 Viper.
Yeah, and like I say, it might do quite well up against the Lycan. ICQ are going to be playing up in that. You're looking at both of these lineups here. You can see the Rink's going to be on the Dawnbreaker there as well. So you're going to have that position for Dawnbreaker that's going to be able to clean waves and get on top of heroes. But how well is that going to do in the lane up against Rari here, do you think, with that Enigma that's going to be pairing with that in the X3 off lane?
I think the Razor is gonna be doing fine against them. I see some kill potential coming out from both sides, but to be honest, I'm thinking that they're gonna be playing it a bit more passively on the side of X3. Thus, you're not gonna be caught by the Marcy. I'm thinking it's gonna be an even lane with a potential for both sides to get the kill. As we know, Eastern Europe has in the laning phase in the past been a bit less aggressive. I think this is one of those lanes when there is just so much kill potential that everyone is scared of going forward.
Okay, well, and how does Rory want to play this? Because I mean, you're gonna have the obviously the static link to take away damage that can target the Enigma, because the Enigma's not going to have that escape mechanism like the Dawnbreaker does with Hammer. But do you look to more of a plasma field build with Sugar being able to drop the Eidolons, or do you still want to be going for that static link, stealing the damage and just running heroes down?
We almost never see static link over level 2, so on level 3 they might get the level 2 static link, but it depends on how aggressive the Enigma is playing. In my mind, Razor should go plasma field, static link, plasma field.
Yeah.
And then after that you see how you approach it. I would say another point in static link, and then you just let go of that spell, max the plasma field. But I think that's the best approach. If I was playing the Marcy and the Razor in that lane, the best way to approach it is to focus on the Eidolons. Though I have to say, considering that the Hydra are running towards the bottom lane, we could see some aggro lane shenanigans. Considering you have a Marcy and a Snapfire, your aggressive lane is very strong. In the Monkey King, this hero just doesn't do well in against aggro tri-lanes.
Yeah, we are going to be having the smoke up coming through from Hydra, but it looks like it might be... Are they going to come close? I mean, Nesphere is there, so it could be some 4 versus 5 if they want to go for it. Or are they going to try and go for the backstab? Might even try and steal this rune out here now as well. But you can see X3, they've already started to back themselves away. They're playing it safe in the mid lane, They're not sure where everyone is, so they're not coming forwards. And you do have Sugar. He looks like he's going to be trying to block these creeps right off the bat that spawn. Try and pull that lane in as much favor towards the Enigma as he can. So, yeah, okay, no major drama kicking off just yet. It looks like Rink's going to move himself up as well. He's got the point for the Celestial Hammer if he needs to get himself out in a pinch or get on top of a hero in a pinch. He's going to be able to get this ward out as well. We'll see Rari, but only Rari. So are they going to maybe make something happen here? Rari's going to go around the long way just to make sure he doesn't get gone on. But yeah, okay.
So no aggro lane shenanigans. It's gonna be normal laning. I'm guessing Marcy picks up the rebound on the top lane, and you just focus on killing the Eidolons immediately as soon as you see them. I would say that is a pretty solid approach. Though then again, I always underestimate the damage of the Dawnbreaker. I mean, what is that? Third of the HP of the Razor just gone? What the hell is it? He got one right click in. So I'm thinking maybe if you're Hydra, you're uncertain if you really want to be committing for those Eidolons, but I don't see a better play in the lane, to be honest.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to be able to go right away. The dispose will be coming out from Marcy for the drag back. Couldn't get in range, and that would have been a lot more damage being dragged off. Rory would have been able to get a couple more right clicks in, and this Dawnbreak would have been punished for coming forwards. And it looks like the Dawnbreak is actually just going to step up, make sure this lane can't be pulled through into the large camp by blocking that manually. Just keeping himself in there as a block does come through. Meanwhile, Sugar will be able to pull the lane. Obviously, there's not going to be any range creeps for this lane for the Razor to farm up, just because, well, Celestial Hammer's going to be thrown out here now as well, trying to get on top of Kicked. Kicked going to be taking some damage, but there's going to be the dispose coming through on Rink. Rink needs to run himself back now, or he used that hammer, so he's going to be able to get himself away from this one. No static link for the next couple of seconds, so it looks like Sugar, yeah, going to be able to just back himself away. Will be static linked up, so he's going to be losing some damage, but the major damage coming through from the Eidolons is going to be the bigger issue in this lane, really.
Yeah, that's why I wanted them to just focus on killing the Eidolons with this kind of a approach. If you're not getting a lot of denies, you are gonna be losing in the long run. And then once the Eidolons are level 2 or the Enigma level 3, you are gonna be taking a lot of damage. But we're seeing a lot of respect between them. This is somewhat what I would expect. Not a lot of aggression from either side. Just slow poke, trying to get as many last hits as possible. And for now, I guess none of them are really managing to do so.
Yeah, meanwhile, the bottom lane, it will be the poison attacks coming through from the Viper that finish off, get that first blood onto Koval. It was, well, I mean, Monkey King, we can say he's a melee creep, but the swing on that distance, to secure the first blood. And now Viper's just going to be able to come back in, SMN in the lane. He does have that clarity now as well, so if they get over-aggressive, if the Lycan tries to come forwards, or even if Koval, he's got that cookie, but if he uses it, it puts him in a bad position that he's not going to be able to walk himself away from, so he needs to keep that in case the slows come out. The stun from the balance strike there as well, which will come through. Okay, so, and yeah, but Koval is going to be taking harass once again. SMN can just sit in this lane and spit till his heart's content.
That is kind of the what you want to do. Right now, what Koval is trying to do is get as much mana as he can from the Viper. Viper has 2 more mangoes, but you would much rather take the damage now than take it later on when he is level 3. So you are trying to eat that one for ICQ, because once ICQ gets the Helm of the Iron Will, it's going to be much easier for him to actually survive the damage of the Viper.
Yeah, and you can see he's not going to be too far away from it here as well. Gold about 100, so a couple of last hits. If he can get them away from these Monkey King denies at least. But yeah, so Nesfear is going to be taking some punishment as well. The cookie comes out, he's going to try and drop that Mischief, but the Mischief, it's not going to be enough. Nesfear, the balance strike will go. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? The danger onto ICQ though is he comes so far forward to do the damage onto Nesfear, puts himself right in range of the Viper, and the Reckless come through with the poison attacks. He will. It's going to be enough to take him out, and SMN gets himself another kill. The Wolves, ooh, are they going to be able to do enough damage? They will. ICQ gets the kill from the grave, but he's still going to be taken away from the Viper, which means it's going to deny that XP going away the Lycan there as well.
Yep, that is a big deal though. Snapfire is one of the heroes that you're actually happy if she gets a lot of experience. The Lycan himself, he's gonna be getting quite a lot. Oh, the Monkey is in trouble now as well. Nesfear will survive, but the thing is, Snapfire is one of those heroes. Once she gets level 6, the amount of damage he can dish out is insane. And Lycan, he will not struggle in levels, even even later on. He's usually solo, just farming creeps. So I think ICQ will be fine, even if the Snapfire is getting a bit more out of the lane than he is currently.
Yeah, and do you see then that is the Viper going to be going for any big rotations once that level 6 comes out, or is it just going to be to secure the lane, or not even to secure the lane because the Monkey King's going to be having a good time, but is it to make sure that the Lycan has a good time before he gets that Helm of the Iron Will, the Helm of the Overload out?
Viper is a very slow hero. Rotations from him are very unusual, so I'm thinking we're not going to be seeing much of him, though. We're not going to be seeing much of Koval here if they continue bashing him. Yeah,
he's going to be taken down, and again, ICQ can do what he can with the walls, but again, the Jingu Mastery comes out from Nesfear. He's going to be able to turn himself around. Not even going to really need a lot of regen here as well. Maybe some mana regen, but in the grand scheme of things, he's going to be able to sustain in this lane once again. He's going to be fine. He has a Tango coming through from the Viper if he needs it. So yeah, he just gets himself back up. Look at that. The Jingu comes out and he's pretty much back to full health. In fact, he might go. There is going to be the tree dance. The balance strike comes out onto the Lycan once again. Lycan going to be slowed down the Wolves. He just has to go for the TP. Yeah, nothing to stop him. Nothing to stop the TP. So he goes back behind the tier 1. But you can see, we're only 5 minutes into this lane and already it's looking so dangerous for this offlane Purr.
Both offlaners are struggling quite a lot, and I was kind of expecting the Marcy maybe to rotate towards the bottom lane, considering that Razor is having such a good time, but it seems like they want to shut down the Enigma. With both of the laners being shut down, it means that the game will be slower how it progresses, because the bottom and the top tower are the ones that we want to fall early on, so that the maps get open up a little bit. That is probably not going to be happening with both of the offlaners kind of struggling. Of course, it is going to change with the Helm of the Dominator and the Lycan, and of course the Black Hole and the Enigma, but those items and levels don't necessarily mean that the towers will fall.
Yeah, and well, we can see as well that Asgold's got himself his level 6, so the Winter's Curse is out. Natty Narwhal as well, so he's got his Astral Step. Do you expect a rotation to try and help out these offlaners from the 2 mid laners, or are they too busy being locked into mortal combat in this mid lane?
The Winter Wyvern will TP if someone is diving. The Void Spirit doesn't want to TP until he has like 4 points in Dissimulate, 3 points in Resonant Bolt, level 8, level 9. The timing for the Void Spirit, from what I've seen in the games, usually is minute 8 and minute 10 rune. That is when the rotations happen for this hero. The Winter Wyvern in particular, the hero is always strong. You just don't want to get out of position because you are kind of farm hungry. You need to get a lot of farm up early on because you know you do want to get that Witchblade and be actually a kill threat around the map. So I don't think Asgold will be looking to rotate unless it's an obvious dive that he is going to be able to turn.
Okay, well, he is going to be forced back to the fountain to heal up. You know, he's going to be able to go for that TP straight away back into the lane, but it does mean that then that's going to be on cooldown, so he's not going to be able to respond to any emergency situations. But it looks like Nesphir, he's the one that wants to create these emergency situations here. Diving onto the trees, just trying to find out, just trying to scout out onto the Snapfire. Snap's already away from the lane, got those boots going towards the mana boots as well. But he's going to have that little bit of extra movement speed, but you still can't escape the Monkey King if he's going to try and chase you down over the trees.
So, speaking about the Monkey King, he's going for a Battle Fury. To be honest, he is the strongest late game hero in this game. He doesn't have the fat frontliner that is gonna stay in front and kind of tank the aggression and then use ulti. Just a second.
Mid lane, yeah, they're going to try and go onto this. Asgold can get himself back. The Celestial Hammer has been dropped, but looks like he's going to be able to move himself away. He has the mana for the curse now as well, but Kobol's going to be able to come in with a cookie. With the Dissimulate, gets used, it gets him into the river, and he has to go for that Astral Step away. So the first rotation coming through from the Dawnbreaker with Natty Narwhal, not going to be successful, and I'd say that's a successful defense there from Kobol to keep Asgold alive in the mid lane.
Yeah, the point of those rotations from both sides were to secure the runes. Mostly you don't want the Void Spirit to get it, and he didn't get it, and now we're seeing just how much damage this Winter Wyvern can do.
Yeah, the Winter's Curse is actually going to be committed here as well, so Asgold can do damage onto Rink. Not going to be able to get himself away from that, even a rotation from the Razor. So Asgold gets the kill, the cookie comes out now as well. The Void Spirit's not got that Astral Step for the next couple of seconds, but he will be able to get himself out with a Dissimulate just to dodge off the damage. Viper was close, if things kicked off closer towards the tower there as well, but that does mean that it's, you know, it's still a kill going the way of Hydra. They're going to be fine with that. Okay, they're a kill behind, but it forced SMN to move out of lane as well, which means that ICQ gets a little bit of an easier lane until the Viper rotates back in. And, you know, that's still a benefit there from Hydra, forcing those rotations out and getting the only kill of the rotation there as well.
X3 in this game, I think they need to be ahead. ICQ, oh, this is such a perfect time to kill him because he needs to hit his level 6. This is so bad.
Yeah, he's going to get himself in. In fact, there's going to be the TP from Asgold. He doesn't have that Winter's Curse, and Nesphir is going to be able to get the Balance Strike off there as well inside this Jingu Mastery. So, and excuse me, the Wukong's Command with the Jingu Mastery there as well. So he's going to be able to sustain in that the extra sustainability coming through from the ultimate there as well. Just keeps him alive, and Nesphir never really under threat once he threw that Wukong's Command out. And like you say, that he got it just before top lane. Rory could get himself away from this one. Natty Narwhal's going to rotate in, and Rink's going to be close by now as well. Celestial Hammer, are they going to try and drop it? Kick's going to be here. He's got that Dispose if he needs to go for it. Nothing to rebound off though, and yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a bit of zoning here. The tough guy Marcy being able to intimidate both the Void Spirit as well as the Dawnbreaker away from Rory.
Yeah, this girl can punch. Big thing for X3, they got the top tier 1. This is important. In my mind, Hydra have a better lineup to fight their enemies. The reason for this is because X3 has a lineup that wants to concentrate onto one area, onto one choke point. You have the Wukong's Command, you have the Enigma Black Hole, you have the Dawnbreaker Solar Guardian, but with all of the heroes on Hydra, all of these cores are very mobile, and even the supports are as well. So I'm thinking that X3, they need the lead early on in this game so that they can force fights on their own terms. If that is the case and the Monkey King gets super strong, sure, he is the strongest hero, but he can't get kited around. So let's see now Hydra, they're trying to use their mobility, but Monkey is actually in the vicinity. I'm not really seeing him defending his body here though.
Yeah, no, he was on the tree that the Winter Wyvern, in the mid lane. They're going to be able to make the dive into Rory. He's got that Eye of the Storm up. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? Though the starting late's not going to be enough, and Shagrat will secure the kill, and now even be able to take down this tier 1 tower in the mid lane here as well.
That tier 1 actually allows you to be able to hunt the Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern, this is a free Winter Wyvern game. You know, we're talking about the Monkey King maybe being the strongest late game hero. I might even argue that the Winter Wyvern crushes them all on the side of X3 in this game. But with the mid lane tower gone so early and you having the Void Spirit, you can go for those hunts. The only problem for that is that your only hunter is the Void Spirit. So I'm kind of expecting the Monkey King to even be farming aggressively so that he can help his Void Spirit if they are hunting the Winter Wyvern a bit later on in this mid game.
Oh, you can see Koval's trying to get himself away from this one, but there is going to be Dissimulate down. Matty Narwhal. The Vibe Strike came out there as well, so there's no way that the Snapfire was getting away. Does get put away there by the Void Spirit. And yeah, you can see that Nesphere, he's still going for that Battle Fury, but he's just moved himself. He's got himself the 2 damage items so he can fight as well with that Wukong's command, do the damage. And yeah, he's just moving around. He's playing around with Shagrat, and he's not scared about getting and engaging with the rest of his team.
I think that's the play. You need to be, yeah, sure, you got the Battle Fury, but you need to be farming close to your team. He still doesn't have it, so obviously now fighting is even better for him than once he gets it, because once you get it, you're going to be farming. But your team is going to need your help. That extra damage is always going to be needed, especially, you know, the Lycan heats your supports, and then it's going to be trouble. I'm liking, though, X3, what they're managing to do is keeping control of the top part of the map while not allowing the Lycan to keep control of the bottom part of the map. So that is very big. We saw their Ascald also immediately like, okay, we cannot allow the Enigma to be on our high ground at the outpost if the Lycan isn't doing the same. So with the haste, he just runs there. Unfortunately for Hydra, X3 did get the kill on the Lycan on the bottom lane, and you couldn't get the kill on the Enigma because this fast blink of Sugarat, it actually kept him alive.
And how do you feel about this? Because usually we see the Enigmas going for the Wraith Pack, going for the BKB first. You know, he's got himself the urn, so it wasn't a straight rush on the Blink Dagger. But how do you like this Blink Dagger? Is it just for this, you know, situation in this game, or do you prefer the Enigmas to go for the Blink Dagger first overall?
His read of the game is that there's not gonna be team fights. Team fights full on 5 versus 5 are not gonna happen. Hydra are not gonna allow us to do this. So this gives me the chance to go for a blink black hole on 1 or 2 heroes and just win the skirmish like that, continue to increase the lead. I think this is the right read for sure. Hydra, they don't want to fight 5 versus 5. They're never gonna do it. The only time it's gonna happen is if they get if X3 goes super aggressive, and then Hydra just TP in with all of the heroes. But even then, I think Hydra are probably thinking we don't want to get pulled into a fight like that.
Okay, well, SMN's going to be slowed down, taking a lot of damage coming through from the Witch's Blade here now as well. And like, it looks like Hydra, they do want to group up. The Razor's staying close here, but this is just allowing space and time for Sugarat to push out this top lane. And you can see now, there is going to be 4 out of the 5 heroes showing on the map from Hydra. So Sugarat, he's not going to be scared about sending these Eidolons forward and doing damage. ICQ, he's got himself the Vlads, but it's not going to be the full Helm of the Overlord just yet. And Rink could be in trouble though, trying to go for the D-wards. Going to be slowed down. Is he going to be able to get himself away with the Celestial Hammer? Will this be enough? The spike? Nah, it's not going to be. And Ascald will be able to secure that kill. Even takes down his courier just for good measure.
Very smart move from Hydra. They place a ward and then they go for the tower. They're all staying on the right side there. A bit of a mistake there from the Snapfire actually denying the ward, considering that Ascald killed the courier. They didn't really have to do it. But this is the thing. Hydra, they will not go into territory that they don't have control of. And immediately as they get 1 kill, they're going to be going towards the other part of the map. They know that X3 are not going to be ready for this, and they know that they're not going to have a lot of their heroes. If you force out the Black Hole, if you force out the Solar Guardian, then you can actually go for a big team fight that right now you're trying to avoid. But Sugarat, again, just outplays them with a blink.
Yeah, they do have the Observer down here on the cliffs as well as a sentry, so I think he was just in range of when he was moving around. He saw the wolves, he saw the rotation and then the smoke break, so he was just quickly away there. And again, he just goes back to pushing out this top lane, and it will be the BKB coming out for him next. So, you know, that Wraith Pack might be a close third item, but he does want the initiation and then into the, like you say, to be able to find a 1, maybe a 2-man Black Hole, find a pick off that way, and then he's going to be able to get himself in with the Black Hole with the BKB, make sure he's not interrupted really, because I think apart from the Winter's Curse, which is a good way to deal with the Enigma if you can find him with the Eidolons around him, apart from that, I don't think there's a way to disrupt the Black Hole through the BKB.
You have the Winter Curse, that's the only thing. Nothing other than that. Rob, also, I don't want to throw you under the bus here, but I think you're still not showing the net worth on stream, and, you know, both of our asses are on the line, so
I changed that 5 minutes ago. They just need to wait to catch up. 11 minutes and like 30 seconds. So, yeah.
Okay, I apologize. But I was like, okay, we're gonna get destroyed. Asgold will get caught, and this is why you get the blink on the Enigma for these kind of plays.
Yeah, and he gets himself in, like you say, he gets that pickup for the Black Hole. He finds the kill onto Ashgold, finding it on a core. You know, it's a really good pickup for 16 minutes. You know, it's not going to be, like you say, they're not grouping up for the 5 versus 5 fight. So if you can use it to find a core like that, and speaking about finding a core, they might be able to get something out of this now. That's, you know, the Vibe Strike are going to be coming through. ICQ is in that transformation, though. Is he going to be able to get in Ring? Ring's going to be chased down. He's trying to get himself away. No Celestial Hammer for a second. Didn't want to go for the Solar Guardian anyway because the damage was there. The Unleash comes through from Kick, but can he turn this one around? They're going to be able to get the kill back onto Kicked with the 2 heroes just right-clicking away on him. Yeah, it was going to be... It was fine, but this, again, the Monkey King's up here still. Shagarat pushes through onto this tier 2 tower, and they're not doing anything to contest this.
I have to say, I don't know what happened with X3 at the half of this season, but they just started playing so much better. What they're doing right now in this game is just amazing. They know that they're not going to be getting a full 5 versus 5 fight, and then they're doing so well in forcing out the small skirmishes that Hydra should theoretically be better at.
Have you seen Space Jam?
Okay.
So, you know...
The new one or the old one?
Oh, I've not seen the new one, no. I'm talking classic Space Jam, yeah, where the Monstars go and they give all the basketball players that basketball that saps the power away and gives it to the Monstars. That's what X3 have done. Somewhere out there, there's a set of 5 Dota players that are just like, why am I suddenly so crap? You know, nothing's changed.
Who dropped the ball this season?
That's a good question.
Who dropped the ball this season? A PSG LGD. Okay. Now everything does make sense. You know, PSG LGD are still gonna be in the tiebreakers, man, but they haven't been crushing it like every other season. So now we know why. Rob has finally gotten to the that one. So X3. I mean, now I don't really see a Hydra as having the chance. Though this play is really nice. There is no Black Hole. The Solar Guardian might be ready, but X3 are not expecting this. They're trying to prevent the Lycan from being at the bottom part of the map, but you use your dire side advantage in the Roche with the outpost, and you get the Aegis. So this is big. Now Hydra, they can actually try with the BKB on the Razor and this Aegis to go for a fight. So this might not be, you know, what you want to do. Ideally, with this lineup, you want to be running around, but you can actually go to a choke point just because you might feel super strong at this point.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was the other side. I was going to say, you know, Hydra pulled out the bullwhip, but it was actually X3 that pulled out the bullwhip. But if you get the bull... I know it's a very niche question, but if you get the bullwhip here, and it's only really for my benefit, but is that something you drop on the Razor just to be able to chase down even further with the static link Eye of the Storm? Or is it something that you'd want to put on maybe the Lycan, so the Lycan gets the chase down with the transformation?
Lycan doesn't really benefit from the bullwhip. He has max movement speed, and that's it. You can't go over that.
The cookie, it was just on the wrong... The vector was wrong there, and Rari got thrown over the Dawnbreaker. The Dawnbreaker got that TP away. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, there is going to be a 3-man smoke. They might be able to find Asgold. Well, there is a reason dragons are extinct, and it's things like this. Just playing so dangerously, farming creeps. That's 100% historically accurate as well. Monkey King did go around and you know, make all the dragons extinct. Speaking about going extinct, Kick's going to be found out and killed off there. Oh, the Winter's Curse gets used. He's on a tree. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? He's still going to be able to tree dance himself down. Across Command will be coming through. The Soul Guardian's going to be used there as well. ICQ. He has to come out of that wolf form. There is going to be the Multiple Kisses being dropped, but Nasphere is going to be able to get that TP away. And yeah, no one able to get close to maybe disrupt that TP. He just gets himself out. And... it looks like, I mean, Asgold, it's not the longest cooldown on a level 2 Winter's Curse. You know, even at level 2, you're looking at 85 seconds. So, a minute and a half, he's going to have that back up. But does that then create an opening here for X3 to maybe look to take a team fight, or, you know, look for some pickups? Or are they still going to be playing Shagarat split pushing this top lane and looking to just play keep away with the side of Hydra?
right now, because the enemies have the Aegis, you still want to spread it out. As I said, the Hydra, they want a fight that's all around the place. So ideally for them, that would be around the outposts in the big jungles or on one of the lanes. You don't want to be fighting in yours or the enemy's triangle. Because of that, you know, X3, this is why they're playing so split. If they knew that Hydra wanted to fight in their triangle, they'd probably be together. So the question is now, the only question now is if Hydra feel confident enough to go into a choke point because they have the Aegis and the BKB on the Razor. From the way that they are moving, I would say the answer would be no. So because of that, X3 are gonna continue playing like this. I think is the smartest move from them. Just continue playing the status quo, trying to catch heroes in the mid, trying to catch heroes in the top lane, and continue getting the farm. If you catch the Winter Wyvern enough times and delay his timing, you actually have a good shot at winning this game.
Okay, well, it's going to be a big rotation down from Hydra, so maybe they're going to try and force X3 to face them. But yeah, okay, they back himself off. There is going to be the fortification as well. No creeps left, so Rory comes through into the trees, just gets that plasma field off, trying to clean them up. And ICQ, oh, they're going to go on the back lines. They find out kicked once again. 0, 3, and 3 for the Marcy so far, so maybe that hero deserves a buff, is what I'm seeing from this match. As it looks like Natinawa is going to try and get the dive in. He's going to be able to get himself on top of the Razor now as well, but still not going to be able to pop that Aegis. 2 minutes left on that.
This is not a good place for X3 to fight. The Rari is in a pretty bad position. You know, I see X3 don't want to engage this. That is very smart from them. They only see the Razor. If they run in, it's gonna be very hard. But what they can do is smoke up. They weren't under enemy vision. They're running now towards the mid lane. This is one of the better smokes that you can go for, but it has to be really fast. Just because Hydra, they're gonna know something is up with no one showing on the bottom lane.
Yeah, and Rory, well, he is going to be all alone, looking very tasty there if you want to make a move. But again, he has that Aegis for a minute and a half, close to the tier 2, so there will be TP responses if he does get gone on. Viper, meanwhile, is going to be going in deep. He's got that smoke, so he's going to be using it to get some wards down. You'll get some vision, maybe get aggressive. Even clicks on the outpost, which I'm not sure was the best decision, but nobody's going to be able to chase him down. So yeah, he's going to be fine with that. And now this Aegis, a minute left. Once that wears out, it does get even riskier here for the side of Hydra playing in this game. And like you say, X3, they needed to be ahead. They are ahead. They are starting to take control of this game. So it looks like Hydra, they want to respond. They're going to be coming through with the smoke, looking for a pickoff here.
Yep, that is, you wait out the enemy smoke and you smoke immediately. That's time to go for. Though, just the catch from these teams isn't the greatest. The counter initiation is very good on both sides, and that's why you're never gonna see a full-on committal. You know, if everyone would just jump on one hero, there could be a black hole on one side, and there could be a Winter's Curse on the other. Those are the things that you really have to keep in mind if you're X3 and Hydra. But I'd say X3, they are. They're the ones that are having a bit more success. The problem is, though, I'm looking at their lineup, and I don't know when you can straight up say that they are stronger. That immediately puts you at a disadvantage, because Hydra, at some point, they are gonna be ready to fight the choke points. I guess this Lincoln's on the Enigma does put X3 in a situation where you could say, okay, whatever happens, they should be winning this fight.
Yeah, and like you were talking about the lockdown coming through from Hydra, they are relying on the cookie initiation, but with the actual step, with the dissimulate coming through, the blink dagger, even with quick fingers here from Enigma, you know, there's no long-range instant stuns coming out from the side of Hydra apart from the Winter's Curse. You don't really want to be dropping the Winter's Curse as an initiation tool, I don't think. You want to be using that in the fights to find a pickoff. Speaking about finding pickoffs, again, the Lycan will be slain. Some silver bullets coming through from the side of X3.
They're definitely moving around the map better. Even with the Aegis, Hydra didn't manage to reduce the lead. The only thing they got was the tier 2 on the bottom lane, but it got traded for the tier 2 on top, which you could argue is the more important one. I think Hydra can never give up their Lycan. If they're not hunting, the Marcy and the Snapfire need to be the first ones that are gonna get caught, because the Lycan is the one on the side of Hydra that should be threatening the bottom lane at all times. If he's not threatening the bottom lane, X3 are allowed to control the top, to control the mid, and just continue increasing their lead.
Yeah, well, at least Hydra here, they're going to be able to pull out an outpost. They did lose theirs, so it will be that trade-off here. And like you said, they are going to be trying to pressure out onto this bottom lane. The Lycan, what's he going for? I've not checked in with him recently. He's got those boots going back towards the BKB. Winter Wyvern wants that Arc Scepter up now as well. Not too far away from that, about 1,000 gold from being able to complete. And yeah, I suppose that, like you say, X3 are playing this, you know, they're playing it more... I don't want to say guerrilla because it's not really guerrilla Dota, you know, they're not getting in finding pickups, but they're playing away, they're playing keep away from Hydra, you know, they're staying away from these 5 versus 5 engagements, so we've not seen many Black Holes, we've not seen many Winter's Curses, but that's the way that, like you said, that's how X3 want to play it for now. They just want to be playing it, and I don't even want to call it safe, but it kind of is in a way, you know, they're staying away from a Madhouse engagement, and they're definitely coming out on top with this.
They found a way that they want to play Dota, and their movements are good enough that that can work out in this game in particular. You don't want to be fighting constantly because the enemy's cooldowns are much lower than yours, especially, you know, Winter's Curse compared to the Black Hole, and those are the two big spells that we need to be looking out for. So X3, when they use the Black Hole, they want to make it count. They want it to be later on when the death timers are gonna be long enough. You know, if you would go a fight now, get a Black Hole for a pickoff that isn't that important, you are gonna lose the Roche most likely, and X3, they just can't take that chance.
Okay, well, Kicks, what is he? 0-4-3, you know, he's not having the greatest of games. He's got himself so he's going to have the Extender on the range for the Aether Lens. He's going for that towards that Blink Dagger. But yeah, both supports on the side of Hydra, you know, you take a look at that net worth, they are suffering at the minute.
Yeah, they are, and X3, you know, I was wondering when they're gonna be ready and stronger. Deso Monkey King done. The Void Spirit can burst down a support, which is of the utmost importance. The Dawnbreaker Axe is ready, and the only thing you're missing right now is the Enigma Lincolns. Ideally, you would want to have it before the Roche, but considering that X3 are controlling the top part of the map, they can probably keep controlling it until they do have the Lincolns. I'm just not liking that the Enigma isn't getting that much farm, but we can see that Sugarat is very much afraid of dying. If he's dead, Hydra can pretty much take any area they want, especially now with the Axe and the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, oh, it looks like they might be going for even more. Razor, I mean, the sidekick was on him, so he did have some lifesteal, some extra damage there. You know, Rory just backed himself away, and they didn't want to overcommit there on the side of X3. Not sure where everyone else is. Viper is still hanging around SMN with that bullwhip, so he's going to have the slowdown. Oh, I mean, the speed up for the chase on him if he wants to use it on himself. Roshan is back now as well. So the Monkey King... he's even going for a little bit of a walk here, Roshan. You know, you've got to get those steps in. You've got to get, especially when you live in a cave like that, it's important that you get out, you get your vitamin D, you see the sunlight, you know, you're fresher, you get your steps in, but he has returned for the teams to maybe stack up on. And
Hydra going for a smoke. The thing is, it is such a bad situation for them. Lycan isn't pushing out the bottom lane too much. This is a problem in my mind. They're walking into the triangle. Okay, this is gonna be very risky for them. Finding Sugarat would secure them the fight, but you can see they're trying to fight around the mid lane. Okay, that is a bit smarter. You don't go into the triangle right now. It's just way too dangerous.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to get the engage coming through onto the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker tries to get himself away with the Celestial Hammer, but ICQ will be able to blow him up. And now this opens up the Dawnbreaker dead for 43 seconds. Do they check the pit, or are they going to go for more now? Because the Void Spirit, Natty Narwhal, has those 2 Astral Steps. He's got himself the Ags as well as the Shard here, so he's going to have the extra range on the Dissimulate plus the silence on the Resonant Pulse. Natty Narwhal, can he get himself away? Astral Steps himself down to the low ground. Chase is still on. That's going to be the second Astral Step now as well. Where's that Chase?
He needs help.
Yeah, he's trying to get himself away from this Asgold, who has that Aghanim Scepter, so he's going to be able to toggle onto the Arctic Burn. Natty Narwhal goes the other way, though. Do they have the vision to chase down? It looks like Natty's in the trees. Has that TP if he needs to get himself away. Oh, he's just wasting so much time. Look at this, the Dawnbreaker. After all this, the Dawnbreaker's going to be right back up, and Hydra lose that slight advantage that he had come through from that fight.
They do get the top outpost back, so the access to Roche is going to be on their side. As I said, this is a pretty awkward position for Hydra to be in, because your Lycan isn't really pressuring the bottom lane as much as he can. X3 are gonna be happy whenever the bottom lane is pushed out. You know that you can smoke towards Roche, but considering that you have the gold lead right now and all of the items are ready, the fight should go your way unless things go horribly wrong. You just need the Viper in front for him to scout out what's going on, and Natty Narwhal can deal with one of the supports. Then the fight just becomes easy.
Yeah, you can see there is going to be the smoke coming through, everybody apart from that Void Spirit, so they're going to be able to make a move through, dropping some sentries on the way, looking to scout this one out now as well, and you can see the Roche control. It's so important, this second Roche, that even if there's no objectives that are around here on the top part of the map, that teams will just stack up for it once they know this Roshan is available, because the Roche is so much, that extra shard, the Aegis, it's such a massive objective for the teams to go towards now. Ooh, Monkey King just needs to move himself away. What was hit? The Jack, the Rari. The Boundless Strike will come through, so they know at least where the Monkey King is. Where that step up, the drums are going to be popped, and the ward gets taken away here. But do they want to go into the Roche here, with the Wukong's command being up, with the Black Hole being up? They do have that advantage. Even the Solar Guardian can be dropped here. And they might want to move themselves in with a smoke. Might be a bait, as that second smoke comes through from X3.
They smoked under the wolf, Hydra knows, and Ascult came back. Winter Wyvern is in such a good position that X3, if they run into this one, they're gonna be in a ton of trouble. It really has to be Nat and Narwhal that is making the plays, but you can't go into the enemies. They saw the Winter Wyvern on the bottom lane, but, Ascult, he just comes back way too fast. When he uses the Arctic Burn, he gets there in a second.
Yeah, you can see I like this position from Kicked as well, right underneath the wards, but he's going to be able to rebound onto someone, get that dispose off. He's going to be able to just jump on whoever gets caught, and we've seen as well, again, the Marcy pickup, we've seen it in the past few days, or I've seen it in the past few days, where, you're able to get the reposition from the dispose on your ally to anyone who's in the black hole as well. So, you've got that save, if you've got the measurements right, if you've got the timing right, to be able to get in and save from that black hole. So it's going to be very interesting who the targets are here when that black hole does start to come out from the side of X3. Do they want to be going for, is it Winter Wyvern? Is that the top priority to make sure that the Winter's Curse doesn't come out?
You can't get to him. If you're X3, you want to bait Hydra towards you and then catch him out. That is what you want to do. So the way that you're going aggressive, if you're X3, it's Natty Narwhal going in for the kill, getting out. If it's if you offer the Viper, then you're kind of come at us. Though no one wants to take the bait. Both of the teams know how crucial the next fight is, so they will stay away for now. Big items for Hydra though are the Hex on ICQ. Though I think ICQ really needs a shard here. The lanes need to push in, the bottom lane in particular, and now he uses the ulti. This is a nice open area, but you're not gonna catch anyone there, to be honest.
No, the dispose came in, and it's a good job it was on Natty, because Natty was able to get the dissimulate the astral step away there and get himself out of danger. If it had been maybe the Monkey King, that could have been a fight that Hydra were definitely looking to take that, and they could have, if they'd have won that, it would have swung the game in, I don't want to say completely in their favor, but they would have had that advantage. They would have had the extra space. They might have been able to get a Roche, maybe even push down the tier 2 on the top for that objective. So yeah, you can see, Kicked, he's building a treehouse here. He's camping out, he's pitched his tent and he's ready around this wall to see if anyone comes in for this Roche. You've got the Wolf in the pit as well to make sure there's no smoke shenanigans coming through on this. And they're ready to get in on this as soon as X3 show.
Yep, and Lycan is going for the shard. Okay, I like that a lot, because the bottom lane needs to be pushed quite a lot. I would even argue that Winter Wyvern should be hiding on the bottom lane and always be ready to just TP on the wolves.
Oh, they're going to be able to go in the black hole. They're going to be able to catch out into Razor. Razor is going to be able to survive through this. Soul Guardian's going to come through now as well. They're going to be able to get the kill into Ascult. Ascult is dead, and now Rari uses that refresher for the extra BKB, the extra damage coming through. Dawnbreaker's going to be getting close now, but the Eye of Stone doing so much damage, so they get the kill. The buyback comes through from that Winter Wyvern. Rari still alive. Chase down SMN. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? He's going to be slowed down, Kicked. He's looking for anybody. He's going to try and go for the disposal balance strike, though. He's going to be able to leap onto this, and they've got the kill onto the Viper as well. Viper will be slain, and what else can they get out of this? It will cost them the Marcy.
You have to get the Roche right now. There is no other way around it. Without the black hole, you have to go in right now. And I would argue that Hydra, after that fight, they have to understand, once the Enigma gets the refresher, this game is over. So you get that Roche right now, and you force as much as you can. But with them going back, they've just signed their death certificate, to be honest. Either you commit onto the Roche there and go for fights, or you completely change your approach to this game. To be honest, that that chance for Hydra to always win a fight in an open area is just gone right now because you cannot cancel the Enigma Black Hole. Sugarette is just gonna jump on one key hero, he's gonna use the Black Hole, and that hero will die. With the Shard as well, you might even get dragged into it and die yourself. So Hydra, because of this lead, they're just not able to fight anymore. This puts you in a bad situation. You need to try to play the map. That is why the Shard of the Lycan is gonna be a really big deal. The Wolves need to be pushing out the lane so that you can get the fight going your way.
Oh, well, they forced out the Solar Guardian as well. The Solar Guardian's not going to connect onto anyone as well, but they assimilate from the Void Spirit, so he is going to be able to get himself back to safety in the ring, though. Is he going to get this TP off? Do they have anything to disrupt this? They're just going to go for the Winter's Curse. They absolutely want this kill onto the ring, and that's, again, he's going to be down 50 seconds. Does have the buyback, but the Solar Guardian's down. The Black Hole's down for the next 69 seconds as well, so that's going to be pretty nice for Hydra as they do move themselves in. The Winter's Curse, so 67 seconds, so they are going to be coming up on a similar time in here. These two big ultimates. Are they going to be able to get this Roche in time? Do they even want to go for this now? It looks like they're going to try and go for more. SMM will be caught out. The Dispose comes out. He's going to be in that piggy form as well. Do they have the damage to take him down? SMM, well, it's going to be the Wukong Summon that does come through, and the diving from the Void Spirit. So Void going to be able to get the kill onto Rory. Might even be able to take down the Winter Wyvern as well. And if not him, Nesphere is chasing. Got that Pound Strike in 3 seconds as well. So he's looking to get the damage off. Ascald, he's trying. He's flapping his wings. He's desperately trying to fly away. But the Balance Strike comes out, and that's going to be the death of the Winter Wyvern. The Dragon slain once again. And now this opens up Roche for X3. They've only lost the Dawnbreaker. He's going to be up in 7 seconds. No buybacks on the side of Hydra. Easy pick here for X3.
This to me is looking like this game is over. I don't see Hydra winning the fight any longer. They arguably had the better team fight lineup. Yeah, you have the Enigma on one side, but you always have the Black Hole cancel. Hydra, with them losing the early game and X3 just playing the map so well, they delayed that potential timing where Hydra could be stronger. And now when all of the items are there, and when the item difference is just so huge, to be honest, because, I mean, look at the net worth. That is 15k is nothing to laugh at. I'm just not seeing Hydra winning the fight any longer. This Winter Wyvern isn't doing enough damage. Even so, he's not as survivable as he would like to be. Anyone who gets Black Hole is inevitably going to die. Pretty much everything is going in favor of X3 right now.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get another tier 2 tower out of this now as well. You can see Snapfire here. Koval's doing his best. He is absolute best to push out this bottom lane. He's going to come in, get the Scatter Blast off, and you've got the same here for ICQ. Got these Wolves pushing in, trying to do what they can. The Eidolons, though, are going to slow this down just slightly as the Troll coming through with the Skeleton Army as well. But a Celestial Hammer into a Starbreaker here. Von Rink, he's going to be able to clean this creep wave up. The extra creeps as well, the Wolf coming in. You know, it's going to be extra gold here for him. And 19-9 and a 17k net worth lead here at 18 minutes. It's not the run at each other, you know, do just butt heads Dota that people expect from Eastern European sides, but X3 they just seem to, like you've said before, they just seem to have played every objective, every fight so carefully and so meticulously that there's no way, unless there's a major throw here, I don't know how they lose this game.
There is one more thing that Hydra have that they could use, and that is split push. Of course, the Dawnbreaker is a problem in that, but you have the Boots of Travel on the Winter Wyvern, you have the Hex on the Lycan. I think you have to be using that. I would even argue if I was the Lycan, I get something like a Blink, to be honest, or a Shadow Blade, something along those lines, just to get close to the Dawnbreaker and get the Hex off so that my Winter Wyvern can get through. That is how you have to approach this game, because if you're not killing the Dawnbreaker, your split pushes are not gonna work. This hero is just way too big of an issue for Hydra right now.
Yeah, the Balance Strike's going to come out into the Winter Wyvern, then the Multiple Kiss is going to be dropped, the Solar Guardian's going to come through, and that's via the Force Staff now as well. So that is going to be some survivability for the Monkey King, not going to be engaged upon any further. He is taking a lot of damage, though. The chase down from the Dragon was that BKB. I'm here in the Black Hole. Who have the core? It's going to be on to Koval only. Now, will the Viper Strike? Well, ICQ could get himself away. Balance Strike's going to be thrown out now as well, but the Winter's Curse comes out. The Monkey King, he was mid-dive, so no one connects onto it. Nazi Narwhal's going to go for the chase. Rory could get himself away from this, even with a sidekick. Nesphere, he pops up BKB. Do they have the damage to take the Monkey King down? Monkey King's just going to back himself away from this one. The chase is onto the Razor once again. Is that going to be the Wukong Summon? Yeah, they're going to be able to get the Balance Strike, though, onto Ascald, and Winter Wyvern, can he get himself away? The rebound, that extra move speed, he's flying himself around with the Arctic Burn. So out of danger for now. How long is that going to last with the Aegis up for X3, with all 5 heroes being up and everything apart from that the Wukong Summon and the Black Hole? You know, Nesphere, again, he's just going to play it back. He can play it safe. He's not super scared. He's got the shard to consume when he wants to as well.
I mean, he can consume it, but you have a Dawnbreaker on your side that will love it. Okay, finally, there it is. Ring got it. And that's pretty nice. Him and the Viper, both of their shards would be quite great. So I didn't really know why he was hoarding it there for 2.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes actually. But I guess the Dawnbreaker was always on the other side. So. We're having this very exciting game here, Rob. I'm very happy that there's so much action all around the map. Everyone is just so eager to kill each other, and they're giving us the best game ever. Are you excited about this? I really could see this game going to 70 minutes and us just enjoying the pure excitement X3 and Hydra are giving us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say this is one for the purists. You know, it's like when. It's related to boxing terms, you know, it's when you see defensive boxing coming out. Okay, again, it's not two people beating the crap out of each other for everyone's enjoyment, but you know, there's the method behind it. It is really fun to watch how X3 are playing this. You know, like you say, because of the Black Hole being the longer cooldown from the Winter's Curse, they're playing themselves split up. They're not trying to get caught out as 5. They are looking to re-engage once those ultimates have been committed. But yeah, Nesphere, is he going to be able to get himself out of this one? He's going to be chased down. Ooh, SMN's close now as well, but Nesphere, he's got that Aegis, 30 seconds left on that. He might still tick down. The Plasma Field will come through, the Mischief, so he's going to get the pop, but the rest of the team are going to be coming through now as well. SMN might be spotted out for ICQ, but he's still going to be on his own. Solar Guardian's going to be coming there with that Winter's Curse, and SMN on the back line, so they want to try and go. Natino going to be able to get the dive on the back lines. That's the Winter's Curse down. The Winter Wyvern's also going to be down, and Rory, he's going to try and chase. There's going to be the Psychic coming through as well. Nesphere, he's taking so much damage, but the Black Hole comes out. The Wukong's command, he was denied the opportunity, but they're still going to be able to clean up. 3, 4 heroes go down. ICQ gets the TP away. And Hydra, this is going to be another tier 2. This is going to be a tier 3. No buyback on 3 heroes. And you've got the Winter Wyvern out for 60 seconds. Kobol's down for 75. You know, Rory's down. They do have the buybacks coming up now. But this is a major opening with Shagara and these Eidolons for the side of X3.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned boxing. I'm more of a Mike Tyson style boxing lover. You know, you get 10 seconds. That's enough, and you get beat down. And finally, we do get a fight that could actually be a fight like that, because X3, they just absolutely destroyed Hydra. Though I have to say, with Hydra getting a few kills, they are gonna be a bit happy. The problem is you still have to deal with one more Black Hole. Natty Narwhal is too strong, and Hydra, if they want to get these guys out, they might be needing to use some buybacks. Actually, the Winter Wyvern is coming back soon. He's only level 21, so 42 minutes in, your mid laner is level 21. So he will be back into play very soon. But the Lycan, look at him, he is hunting now. Oh yeah, he might come through. He's going to be able to get the Astral Step through, though. Nothing now. Well, the Hex is still there for ICQ. There's a jump, but he's going to be able to get another. Again, the Astral Step comes through. Do they have the vision to simulate down this transformation? Will be wearing out. It's about 3/4 of the way through. That's going to be the Lincoln's being broke now. Do they want to go? The Winter's Curse comes through. He's still holding onto it now. But the BKB for Shagrat, they're going to be able to do the damage, and they take down Kicked. Solar Guardian. And now the chase onto the Lycan. The Lycan's out of the transformation. The Shapeshift has worn off. ICQ trying to do his best to get onto Natty Narwhal, do the damage, but the Starbreaker comes through. Just and
Lycan, he's just slain. He's taken down. And
yep.
I don't even know what to say though. They were chasing Natty for so long, and the amount of... It's not even global, but the amount of response that comes through from this side, of how rapidly they do respond, meant that even though he was caught out, you know, the team was there to help out, and they were able to turn it around and take 2 kills back from Hydra. When Hydra had the jump, they had the advantage. Nesphere now is level 25, so with the big ass Wukong's command, there's nothing they can do. They also don't have the Winter's Curse, and you're dealing with the 2 Black Holes in 5 seconds, so that's gonna be a problem. You just get the lane of Rax. X3, they have shown us that they like to approach this game very systematically, just go from one objective to another, give us all of the excitement that we ever wanted, you know, just make the game so fun to watch, and that is what they have been doing for sure. So X3, who am I kidding? They're just playing everything so nicely, and if you're not an enjoyer of just a classic beautiful movement in Dota, you're definitely not going to be enjoying this game as much as you and me, Rob, are. Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing how this carries on because 44 minutes in, so we're getting close to the 15 minutes until those tier 5 items start coming up. Is that going to be where Hydra turn it around, or are actually not even going to give them this time? Roche, it's going to be a minute and a half away now as well. The illusion, are we going to be able to get on top of this? Just going to be able to chase down the void spirit illusion, steal some damage, at least boost himself up here. But yeah, so how do X3 look to close out this game? What do they have to do? Do they wait for this next Roche, or is it just, again, just dragging Hydra out of position, finding a pickoff, and looking to get the Megas?
X3 are gonna be, in my mind, if Hydra don't offer them a fight, they will dodge it. They see that this is working and they're gonna continue doing it. So it's actually up to Hydra to destroy the status quo. What I like is that Lycan got a way to break the Lincolns, so now he's gonna be able to break the Lincolns plus get the Hex off. On the other hand, X3, they would like to get the top part of the map back. So what do? Well, again, systematical approach. Push in the bottom lane, you have the super creeps there, you're gonna see a hero, and then you're gonna smoke to the enemy big jungle, and that is exactly what X3 are doing right now.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Nazi Narwhal's moving himself around, so he is going to be able to get on top of these creeps and play them off, and just keep... I mean, he's got the Aeon Disc as well, so how do you realistically catch this hero out? It's just... I don't know. In my tiny Dota mind, I'm looking at this, I'm just thinking, Nazi Narwhal, he's got escapes, he's got survivability, he's got silences, I couldn't bring an answer to how you catch this hero and kill him off.
Everyone Dota is killable. The AoE damage from the Razor can pop that Aeon Disc quite easily. So, you really shouldn't be targeting him first. I'm thinking this Lycan just wants to find a target, be it the Dawnbreaker, be it a... Enigma would be ideal, but that's a bit harder considering he has a BKB, he has 3000 HP. But the Lycan needs to go into the back lines, create space so that the main force of Hydra can play the game. You need to make sure that Ascald is doing the damage. I actually expected Hydra to go for the Roche, but I don't know why. They have been pretty timid in this game from like minute 20, and that smoke is gonna be a little bit too late. So X3, we can just imagine how they're gonna be approaching this. Get to the Raxes, use the Wukong's command, get the Raxes, get out. If the enemies use the glyph, sure. We're just gonna wait for the next time. So I think Hydra are gonna go for the one last fight. They can't allow this to go on.
No, and they're looking to chase down now as well. Shagra, though, he's got that blink, he's got that refresher. Gonna be able to get the BKB black hole. It's only gonna be anti-ICQ, and the dispose comes out, so he's gonna be able to get the targets away. Marcy's still dragged back into this. The Rem's gonna be down now as well.
Yes,
so
another
it
one.
Looks like with the refresher coming through from Shagra, and there is gonna be the second refresher shot on the Monkey King if needed. But it looks like for now they do just disengage.
That wasn't the best black hole. Kicked also pulls someone out of it, and SMN puts himself in a position where he could actually die. But Hydra, you're seeing how they're playing around that ward that now they have lost. With the ward being lost, you have to pull yourself back. But again, you will allow X3 to get to your base. That was a really cool move, but... Again, X3, they're not taking any chances. They just see, okay, we didn't get a good black hole. We go back, we reset, and we will come to your base with that Wukong's command. So now it's just a matter of time before all of the lanes are pushed in, and we're close to there. And then we will be going for a Wukong's command into a glyph. Then they wait out. They go for another Wukong's command into a Rax. So Hydra, it's up to you to make something happen. They tried once. Maybe they're gonna try something again in 22 seconds though, because they need a shapeshift.
Yeah, that ultimate not gonna be super far away. The ultimate kiss is still about 50 seconds away, so that's gonna be a major amount of damage down on the side of Hydra. But you can see the Dawnbreaker again. The Dawnbreaker can just play away. He's got the AC. He's got himself a blink dagger. The Ag's coming through now as well. Wants to go back for the Abyssal Blade. I mean, this was a position 5 Dawnbreaker, if I'm not mistaken. It was position 4. 4, yeah. Position 4, and look at the net worth compared to Ascald. Look at how, how much this Winter Wyvern slowed down and just not being able to really do any 2, 4, and 5 on your position 2, what you'd potentially like to call your playmaker. And it's just not paid off at all for this Winter Wyvern. The curses have been onto solo targets, or the Monkey King that was jumping away in mid-air, so he was away from the rest of his team. They've not really caught anyone out with the... I can't even remember a good Winter's Curse that did actually come out to, you know, to maybe
Didn't happen.
win a fight. Yeah, no, it just didn't. Well, not in this game, at least, no.
It's not your memory. There's a good Winter's Curse, but it's still only on a solo hero, and the help is coming.
Yeah, and the Solar Guardian comes out immediately, keeping Nesvi. Okay, the Eidolons were doing a lot of damage to the Monkey King. He was still able to put the Witchblade damage out there as well with the Splinter Blast. But like you say, that was just the Monkey King survived through it. The Solar Guardian comes out, and he's back up to 2.5k health. And you just don't burn through that. I'd like to see the Winter Wyvern pick up the, you know, just be able to pick up and look for a different target, but the Nesfi is standing on the front lines. They're not able to get it to anyone else, and these Winter's Curses are not for the full effect.
You know, Hydra, they want to fight, they want to catch X3 on the retreat. There is no Wukong's command unless he refreshes. No, they actually decide to back off. They're like, okay guys, we didn't lose our axes, it is fine, we can wait for another shapeshift. So what is the cooldown of the Wukong's command? It's a little bit lower. He's gonna have it, you know, the shapeshift and the Wukong's command pretty much at the same time. Hydra are trying so hard to find an opening, but there's no opening to be found. At least the Aegis will expire in a minute, but I'm pretty sure now without the glyph, one Rax falls. It's probably gonna be the top one though.
Yeah, and you can see here that there's even a double damage rune in the river here that the Monkey King's going to be able to pick up. This is going to be... I mean, he's not even going to need to use a Refresher Shard. That Wukong's command, like you say, 20 seconds away, so he is going to be able to set up for this before the double damage goes away. You know, they could look for a real... If they find 2 or 3 heroes, you know, and get the lockdown with the Black Hole, even if it's not a full Black Hole, with the Wukong's command coming through, this Monkey King's going to absolutely rip through the side of Hydra.
I think if anyone gets into the Wukong's command, he is just gonna get destroyed. So I'm thinking that Hydra are gonna do their best to just keep their distance. It's weird to me that X3 aren't committing right now. The Aegis was about to expire. They had the Wukong's command, and okay, there's the smoke. Now you want to use it. 25 seconds left, but it's gonna be just enough for Nesfir to get the Raxes. So you see, I'm psychic here. I knew exactly how X3 were gonna play. But Hydra, come on, find an opening. Come on, just try it. To lose the game, it doesn't matter. You have to go now.
Yeah, there's going to be the diving from the Void Spirit here onto the cliff. The Solar Guardian comes through Nesfir. He pops that second Wukong's command. He's going to use the refresh of the Black Hole. Who's he caught out? I think he'll be able to do the damage onto Rari. Rari's going to try and get himself out of it. Well, he's going to try and get the help out of this, but he's still going to be taken down. The refresh comes through from the Enigma. Has that second Black Hole. Pops the BKB. And it's just going to be able to... I don't know, does Enigma float? What is it? He's just going to be able to get himself out of this. But, you know, the pressure, it's been non-existent from the side of Hydra in the last few fights. And Shegarat's even going to be able to send the Eidolons into the base to do a lot of damage to the tier 3.
This world is cruel. If you don't fight, you die. If you fight, you might die as well, but you know, if you don't fight, you're gonna die 100%. So just fight, Hydra. Please go and fight. It doesn't matter if you lose the game. Just go down like men. But this is... man, I'm disappointed that they're not even putting up a fight, because they're gonna lose this game without doing anything. Just another Wukong's command in 25 seconds. What are you gonna do? Your Razor will have to buy back anyways, and he's gonna buy back at a point where he can't do anything. So I'm not seeing it right now from Hydra. What they're trying to do, what their communications are looking like, because I don't know what you're hoping for.
I can tell you what I'm hoping for, but it's nothing to do with this video game. But yeah, so,
win the lottery?
Yeah. But Nesfir, he's going to step in. Like you said, the BKB comes out. He's just going to be able to go for the second Wukong's command. He's even built a refresher now as well. So onto this set of racks, and Nesfir slowly but surely going to be able to chip away at this. This is going to be Megas without the fight. And yeah, so the Wukong's command going to be used once again, the BKB for Nesfir. And like you say, Hydra, go down. If you're going to go down swinging. The back lines, the Black Hole comes out. They catch out to the Lycan. Oh, the Winter Wyvern gets dragged into that now as well. He pops that BKB, not going to be able to get the Winter's Curse off. Does he want to try and turn this one around with the BKB with the blink off? But the Simulate comes out, so this is going to be the dive by Shegarat. He's going to be able to get the refresh, another Black Hole onto the Razor. And Razor's just going to be cleaned up. He's been completely dulled. And Marcy just, again, on the retreat, he dies facing away from the rest of the team. The buybacks come through from Marcy. Razor, though, doesn't want to commit to it just yet. But it's now or never. This is your Butch and Sundance moment here on the side of Hydra. If not, X3, they're going to be looking to end this game.
It's actually not now or never. It's the second game, and that's your only option.
Well,
Because this game is over. You're definitely not gonna be winning this one. To be honest, with this kind of approach, you could never really hope to win this one. And you know, Hydra will fight now, but I'd say too little, too late.
Yeah, Sugar's going to try and go for the TP. Nothing to cancel that though. He didn't want to commit the Winters, and I think that's one of the bigger issues. Oh, we'll come back to that as well because the Lycan is going to be caught out, killed off here now. Marcy throws himself into danger, and Kicked just gets kicked back to the grave. SMN at least will be taken down, but Asgold again. It is too little too late, and that's, I would have liked to see more of those curses as they get the kill onto Koval now. Nesphere again just throwing out the Wukong man. Rari caught out in the middle of it in no man's land, and GG's going to be called. Hydra give up game number 1, 34-13, 54 minutes in, and a 58k net worth lead here. X3, the strategy on this just to play away from the team fights earlier on, build up their advantage, it's just paid off, and Hydra had literally no answer to it.
They didn't even try to have an answer, to be honest, other than that Roche play, and then for the next 5 minutes trying to force out a fight. They didn't try anything. They literally didn't try anything to turn this game into their favor. The one thing I can say in favor of Hydra there after that game is Asgold, he gets a kill, and then he calls GG. That is a Chad move right there. It's not gonna take away 54 minutes of being cowardly, but you know, at least it is something. You know, it is gonna put a plus there on a lot of minuses. But yeah, Hydra, as you mentioned, they I really liked their lineup in a sense that you know, how you are gonna approach fights against X3. But X3, despite having a very immobile position 5, they had a very mobile position 4, and this guy just stays on one lane. He's pushing out, and Hydra, because they never punished Rink, they couldn't play this game. I think that was their main mistake, because they were just constantly trying to find that big fight in an open area, and X3, they knew that that is the way that you lose the game. They never gave it. So Hydra, in my mind, the biggest mistake, allowing the Rink to live so much in the side lanes, and later on, once the Ring got his Aghanim Scepter, that is pretty much when the game was done. That was a minute 25, so we have just been enjoying some awesome Dota for the next 30 minutes, but we already knew how it was gonna end.
Yeah, and it was just a masterclass there from X3, but we are going to be taking a quick 10 to 15 minute break, guys. We'll be back with the second game to see if Hydra can force it back into a full 3-game series, or X3, are they going to be celebrating their survival into the next set of tours, into those international qualifiers as well. Again, about a 15-minute break, and we'll be back with the second game. We'll see you all then.